Now, the other most important bit of this journey will be your training. This will vary for your goals as well. Now, there are different types of training method, but they all follow a universal rule of progressive overload to improve. If you're working with weights, try getting in another rep with the same weight as before, or try working with bigger weights. You can train through 4 different ways. These can be through isolated movements, compound movements, body weight movements, or cardio. Isolated movements are what bodybuilders use mainly. This is to increase size of only one muscle group. Conversely, compound movements such as squat, deadlift, and bench press work different muscle groups at the same time. Now, there is also another important way, which is known as body weight training, also known as calisthenics. These include exercises such as dips, pull-ups, and muscle-ups. You initially start with your body weight and progress by attaching weights to yourself while performing these. Finally, cardio is also important, as it will bring more definition and make you more leaner and athletic. In my opinion, a good working program must include a combination of these exercises. Now, you may abstain from some of these at certain situations. For example, if you are bulking, I would suggest minimizing cardio. Even remove it if you can. That is, if you're not playing any competitive sports. Therefore, I would want you to work on isolated movements, compound movements, and calisthenics. However, you should be working to progressively overload. Now, if you are cutting, you should still work with weights, but also do cardio. It should be 60% weights-focused and 40% cardio-focused. One way you could do this is by adding cardio towards the end of your workout. On top of that, you should work towards getting 10,000 steps daily. Finally, if you're skinny fat, you should focus 80% on weights and 20% on cardio. You should also be hitting your maintenance calories and protein, as the only way to get rid of a skinny fat body is to replace the fat on you with muscle. Therefore, you would have to simultaneously improve your lifts and strength while improving your cardio. I have been talking about progressively overloading. To ensure you are doing this, you must work out the maximum weight you can do 8-12 reps with. Then on your final set, you should do 4-6 reps of a heavier weight every time. I would suggest you guys to go gym only twice or thrice per week for your first 2 weeks. That is, if you have never been gym, as your body needs time to adapt to these changes. Finally, I'd like to drop some sauce on what muscle you should focus on to be more aesthetic. These are all 3 delts: tricep, forearms, and biceps, and your chest and lats. Oh yes, and don't skip legs. You can follow a push-pull legs approach. You should be working towards training every muscle group twice a week and also focus on rest days. Ideally, have 2 rest days, as I've seen people fall out of gym just because they went too hard too soon.